What a day, and welcome to the 805 Post Show to break down all the action of the opening day of competition for the World Surf League Championship Tour 2023. We're off and running, made 4 eliminations. Tough to see our wild cards get knocked out like Josh Moniz, Imai Kalani DeVault as well. Jadson Andre tried to push through the pain. We lost him, and also Matthew McGillivray to set up the round of 32. Joe Turpel, Ross Williams, and Laura Enever to talk things through this 805 Post Show. First of all, Ross, for the waves we had today, we did have some highlighted moments from airs and even finding good barrels in the rough.
Yeah, Iago had a beautiful air. It was a bit of a skitsy day at Pipeline, which is normal. We saw that sort of mediocre forecast for the day where we weren't quite knowing what to expect, and that's what it was today. You really had to be crafty and manufacture your own scores today.
Laura, really cool to see the rookie class step up as well. All the rookies into the round of 32.
Totally. We didn't lose any of them today. So, being a rookie coming into this event, I remember last year the women rookies actually started off with a bang here. And so, to be able to, get past that elimination round is incredible. Sad to lose Josh Moniz, Imai, Matt McGillivray, and obviously Jadson as well, who that was such a bummer that he had that injury.
A lot of heats to look over, but one we're looking forward to is seeing the return to Kelly Slater to his throne here at Pipeline. The undisputed best surfer ever to grace these waters, calling his win last year his 56th of his career, the best of his life. How did he look today, Ross?
He looked good, and Kelly is one of the best in the world at finding good scores. When Pipeline and backdoor is not obvious in delivering, Kelly is second to none. He just knows how to find those backup scores, and he did a really good job today, finding the left, finding the right. But even Kelly, when he came in, he's like, it was pretty challenging out there.
Yeah, and he knows the reef better than anyone. Like you said, I feel like he's looking at these waves that maybe other people would not be looking at. But Kyle Belly, he actually took him out in that heat, and they were on. They actually, you could tell from the get-go that they were muscling each other. They've had a few heats out here together, and yeah, it was good to see Kelly and listen to his interview. It was amazing.
Well, I was watching that moment with you, Ross, and we're kind of going, is there a call going to be made?
Right.
Is that a block on these guys? Kaio and Kelly were just all over each other. And so I went upstairs. I talked to head judge Pratamo Arendt, and he's like, there's a lot of times these guys are trying to sell a block. They want us to call a block on a nothing wave. So you look at a wave that doesn't offer scoring potential, but they want to get the block on a wave that no one really wants. And so they're watching it closely. It comes down to positioning. In that one, it was an easy no call for any interference at the start of that heat.
Well, good job, Joe, going up there and asking that. And we were talking about that. Like, Kelly's pretty smooth. He did kind of have that little shuffle to the left at the end, where he sold it a little bit. But you can't fool Patamo, can you?
That's right. So I love that. Let the heat finish. Kaio got the win. Kelly does advance on into the round of 32. We had a couple of lay days. Let's bring up the Surfline forecast to see what we can expect even tomorrow if we'll get some competition underway. Ross, your thoughts here?
Tomorrow actually looks really fun to me. Today was a little funky because it was a brand new swell, and it was behaving that way. There were some double ups. The reef was drained out, but tomorrow should be settled in. It could be a classic, fun, small day at Backdoor and Pipe where, they're going to be, I think the scores will be higher.
Looking forward to that. So you can see the next 4 days, clean winds. Also for throughout the rest of this afternoon, so the free surf's already happening. And it'll drop in size, but still could be very contestable. Remember, we have the opening round for the women on deck and also the round of 32 for the men. A lot of great firsts that you can have for a rookie on tour. First, you want to make the top 5 on the 805 Post Show. Rio Waida accomplishes that, getting his first heat win for Indonesia. And he looked very sharp today, very quick, Laura.
This was so cool. In his post-heat interview, he talked about the nerves and, being a rookie, heading out to Pipe for your first ever CT event. He's been on the road for 4 months, he said, but he literally shredded. And he found the waves, he did the job, and he didn't look like the nerves were affecting him at all.
Well done for Rio. Moving on to the next one, as he will be dangerous in the round of 32. Coming in number 4, Felipe Toledo, defending his world title. Heat number 1 out of the way, got the win this morning, Ross.
Yeah, we were kind of interested to see what kind of energy level he'd bring to this heat. And Felipe, as he always does, he looked great. He just seemed to get back to business. And we're going to see a lot of that during this event, and people are trying to get their competitive chops back.
Ezekiel Lau earns a spot at number 3 on the top 5 buzzer beater. 717, Laura.
That's so cool. There's nothing better than a buzzer beater, and Zeke just getting the job done. His friends and family on the beach. He's up here and he wants redemption. He wants to make the cut this year, and he wants to stay on tour and do some absolute damage. And I love the way he finished this wave. Nothing better than being able to just hook that end section over that shallow reef and buzzer beater.
Solid one for Ezekiel Lau. Also entering the top 5 at number 2. Sakurema's finest, Joao Chianca, on a meaty one this morning.
Yeah, that was the score of the contest so far, 8.5, I believe, and that was a proper barrel right there, well overhead, and Joao doing what he does, rising to the occasion when the waves get juicy.
He answers. 8.5, you're right, best score of the day. Number 1, stealing the top 5 on the 805 post show. Medina is back. Laura, how about his first wave in the jersey?
Yeah, Medina is back. He wasn't in the red, he was in the blue, and he was against John Florence, and they were out there pushing the limits together. You could just tell as soon as they both got in the lineup, it was like, this rivalry's back, it's on, let's go. And yeah, he made some magic.
He can completely take over pipe and backdoor and make it look like a beach break, creating moments for himself. He's one of the best surfers in the world without priority, just to create those exciting moments. The world title race is officially on.
It is, and it's fun because, you know, again, we were talking a little bit how John and Gabriel are friends, but they do have a very healthy rivalry, super competitive. We even saw Gabriel sit on John, even though they were in first and second, just to hold John off from getting first. Maybe Gabriel thinking, hey, this is important to get the #1 seed as they are reseeding with those wins. But just fun. We're back in it, aren't we? Back into the competitive juices.
So stoked. Laura, we had the women on hold for a part of the day. We haven't seen the opening round yet. Do you think Moana Jones-Wong can defend her title from last year?
I mean, this isn't going to be the pipeline that we saw last year, but I know that Moana is, you know, she's surfed out here in all conditions. She's been working on her backdoor barrel riding, and yeah, I mean, she can still do it. I think it's, you know, this forecast is going to open up a lot of opportunity for all the other women. I know Carissa Moore, she's been surfing in all sorts of conditions up here, and she's looking really dangerous. And yeah, I'm actually just really excited to get it kicked off, and I feel like tomorrow's the day.
So many great stories to look forward to. Tomorrow morning, we'll make a call at 7:45 local time. Enjoy WorldSurfLeague.com and also the one-on-one interview with Carissa Moore. We'll see you bright and early. Aloha, everybody, and welcome to the Billabong Pro Pipeline in memory of Andy Irons. The opening day of competition is upon us for 2023. The waves finally looking nice and clean.
Joao Chianca at backdoor. He's in the barrel, gets one pump, still going. He's traveling. Oh, wow! Joao Chianca. Go, Jake Marshall in a backdoor barrel of his own, still going, and he's coming out. Up and riding in the black, Seth, Minichon, Moniz, and Seth navigating quite nicely.
This is Kelly's 31st appearance at pipe in competition on the championship level.
Griffith finding the exit, throwing the tail.
Oh, look at this little wave dropping in. Jordy Smith coming out.
Wow. And you see the battle already between Gabe Medina and John Florence.
Driving rail, Gabriel Medina in the barrel at backhill going. Where is he? Is he coming out? Yes, he is! Looks like it'll be red. Yago Dora and Pipeline disappearing and coming out. Abracadabra.
Yago Dora's got the racetrack section clear for takeoff. Full rotation. Welcome to the Dora Show. This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.